Hi everyone, Melissa here at CloudMom.com, talking today about babies and snacking. Should babies have a snack? How much of a snack should they have? I had a recent experience with my 2-year-old Marielle where we were traveling for a family birthday party, and we were in the airport and it was so embarrassing. I just finished telling someone about how I had this site for moms with like how-to videos, and Marielle sees me eating like a turkey sandwich, and she doesn't even like turkey, and she goes nuts, like, I want it, I want it. She starts like screaming and shrieking, and I was holding her mid-torso while she like flailed around with her arms and her feet, and like 200 people were looking at me being like, oh my God, what is up with that baby? And the woman I had just told about the site was like, okay, this woman's nuts. So anyway, what was happening is that I think she's gotten so used to the fact that whenever I'm having anything, and I'm kind of a snacker by nature, I'll be like giving her a little piece of this and a little piece of that, and she's sort of been grazing all the way during the day, which is a very frequent thing I think that can happen with babies, especially when moms are home or they're working from home. And also, you're shopping, you're in the grocery store, you're kind of trying to keep the baby quiet, so you just give her a little bit of a snack. So this is something with my older kids I had been very strict about, and I kind of laxed my standards a bit with Marielle. And having gone through this now with my older kids and seeing with the baby, like I actually think this notion that baby kind of eats all day long or has little snacks here and there all day long and eats every time you're eating is really bad. I think it's a really bad habit. I think much better that they have good snacks. A lot of doctors recommend a mid-morning snack, a mid-afternoon snack. I think things that have a lot of protein are good. Yogurts, cheese sticks, things that are actually themselves nutritious and not just snacky kinds of foods. Those can be a really good thing to keep the baby's, toddler's energy level even. Be very good when they're entering the terrible twos, as I've just described. But anyway, that's what I'm aiming for. And I also like the notion of the tradition behind a meal. So just the way you sit down for your meal, you sit in your high chair, you sit at the table. When you're eating a meal, you sit down and have a snack, and then it's over. And it's not that every single person you see eating means that you're then eating, right? Because that's a very hard thing to sustain. So those are my comments today on snacking when it comes to babies and toddlers. Please let me know what you do with your baby, what's worked for you. If you have other comments, really appreciate if you would share them on cloudmom.com on this blog post. Thank you so much for watching.